Okay, so welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. So, just want to welcome you back to the stream. Today, we are going to be diving back into Reaktor and building out some sounds. Just make sure you guys can hear me. So, we're going to be diving back into Reaktor, looking at some sound design. So, when you open up Reaktor, you're going to have several different options. One is the play section, one is the patch section, and one is the build section. Let me just give you guys a little overview. So, I'm DannyXander, and your guide to sound design and modular synthesis. Today, we're going to be diving into something exciting. So, we're creating the lush cinematic soundscape of Omnisphere. So, right here in Reaktor blocks. So, whether you're a music producer, a sound designer, or just a synth enthusiast, stick around because we're going to be crafting some dynamic omnispheric inspired patch step by step. So all under in a few minutes, and let's get started. So when you do open up Reaktor, as I was describing, there's three different sections: a play, a patch, and a build section. You're gonna want to go to the build section because it gives you the best of both worlds. So we're gonna go in, and we know Omnisphere. Omnisphere is known for its rich layers, unique textures, and evolving soundscapes. And with Reaktor blocks, we can replicate that modularity, giving us even more creative freedom. So you're gonna drag in some essential modules which you're gonna need to build out this Omnisphere recreation, and we're going to need some basic blocks to do that. So we're going to go into our block space and open up our bento box collection, and under utility or util, we're going to grab our note in. So that's going to be our note in, and that's the first module of our oscillator. We're also going to need a few other components. Another one's going to be a clock, and then along with the clock, we're going to need oscillators. We'll just duplicate the oscillators we have, and we're going to name them 1, 2. It's important to name your stuff so that you don't get lost in the sauce and not know what you're wiring to what. So we got 3 oscillators. Just going to reorganize my panel so it looks neat and tidy and similar to what we have going on in the modular view. In the free view, this is the block view or panel or regular panel block view to see our modules, and this one is the wiring view. So we can patch them together. You can also patch them together by going in here and connecting them like this. If you connect it, let me just show, for example, doing this right on the panel, and which does pretty nice job. But sometimes I like wiring them up in here, but you can do it like this. So we got an oscillator, and I'm going to connect that to, I'm going to add in a filter and some more effects. So let's add in a filter. Let's add in an amplifier. So that's going to be for our volume. Just think of it as a speaker out, and we'll connect that. Let me just show you how it works. So when you open it up, you can see that we have our out. So this one will just connect it straight to our outputs. So once that's connected to our outputs, we're then going to use the other buttons to connect everything else up. So we'll connect our oscillator. We're going to start with a wavetable oscillator. So I can grab actually a wavetable. Let me just see. So Let's grab another oscillator. Gonna grab one more. Let's grab the morph. This one also uses a wavetable, so let's grab the duality as our second oscillator. So first we're gonna modulate the wave position with an LFO. So I'm actually gonna connect this one first in our series. Just gonna connect it up. Let's replace this, the Kodiak duality, and remove this connection. Just showing you another way of connecting them. Then we'll connect out. Just gonna grab a VCA with a left and right out rather than a regular out. And we should be able to hear this if I turn up the amp. We're hearing our Kodiak duality, a wavetable oscillator. And we can form that wavetable any way we want. Manipulate the wave and make any shapes that we want. So right now we're getting more of a left channel than a right channel. It's probably because we bundled up the waveform here. 45.3. Then we can add in our filter. We can throw that in the way. We're gonna need one more piece to do that. Just gonna add in we're gonna add in one more piece, which is gonna be probably a mix. So we're gonna bring that in. Another component so we can hear everything together. I'm going to add in another VCA, a mono output, input, and reconnect it. And we're going to remove this one. And we're going to hear our tone come out. That's the left and right being split. Or let's see if we can connect to one. Nope. They're being split as two different channels. So we want them to roughly be equal. So I'm going to add some depth. Maybe into some noise. Or actually, we won't add any noise today. We're just going to keep going. Maybe we'll add the second oscillator. And we can modulate that I'm going to send this all through a filter first. And modulate that. So we got 2 oscillators. Then we can modulate this oscillator, the second one. Now let's modulate. So there we go. We've got some kind of sound that's like reminiscent of something you get in the complex world of Omnisphere. Now I'm going to add in some effects. I'm going to remove the clock because we don't need it right now, but I'm going to add in some effects. And we're going to reorganize our panel. And this is actually just an oscillator now because there's not another one present. So we can add our filter, our amp, LFO, and we can move that mix knob up to the top, just organizing our panel. And then I'm going to add in some effects to finish it off. And there we have it. So an Omnisphere style inspired sound that you can use in your creations going forward. So thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this breakdown and want to hear more about modular synthesis and sound design, hit that like button and subscribe for weekly sound design content. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to recreate next, and if you're serious about really mastering your sound design, check out my course in the description below. And I'm Danny Xander, and I'll catch you in the next one. Keep creating, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.